This is Hero again. Guess what? We just came back from a visit to my favorite place, Bellagio, especially their garden. Now, we don't make actual plans, but my wife was online and she found this great deal where we could fly there and spend 3 nights at a very economical rate. So we took off. Well, it's in December, so that everything is decorated for the holidays. And one thing about Las Vegas, whatever they do it in a big way. And so you could see that the Bellagio's garden is decorated for the holiday seasons. Actually, I think they take it down almost right after and then get to the next one. But anyway, we like the Christmas. So, uh, and like I was saying, we found this deal that was very difficult to beat. So anyway, we were off again, and from what I understand, there's a lot of people that actually like to go with me. Well, at least online. That so I took my cameras and took pictures. Now, I think I've explained it to you before. I like to see the construction, but this time it was not for that, but see what they had. So when I go for something like this, I do a typical 3 visits. One is daytime with the crowds, and then usually I try to do the same thing again at night because that's when the lights come on. Well, the lights are always on, but during the day, it kind of not as brilliant because the skylight will bring in natural light. But well, it's a very popular place. And if you know anything about Vegas, they even have tour buses that stop there. Um, but anyway, like I've been saying, this is one of my favorite stops. Well, a lot has to do with the fact that, in my younger days, uh, first I belonged to the Landscape Contractor Association in our area. And at that time, we used to do these home and garden shows. Well, with a very limited budget, or a lot of times we had no budget. A lot of times, some of the sponsoring companies will loan us their trees, but basically, low budget. And one thing about Las Vegas, especially this Bellagio project, doesn't seem to be any budget. It's they spent a lot of time and money, and they do a really great job. So that's why I like to go there. Look at this, all this detail stuff, and I think they must have a staff of full-time designers, and they have people that just secure the plants on time, and then of course all the people that have to put it all together, and then uh, they have a bigger crew that take it apart and put it back. So I think what we're looking at now, you notice that there's not a big crowd. I'm there like 6 o'clock in the morning. That way I can actually see all the details without a whole bunch of people getting in the way. I also do like to watch people try to take selfies when there's so many people around. I don't do selfies. I take pictures to explain what I'm looking at. But see, nobody around, so I can shoot freely. As we get to this visiting this often, you'll start to see that some of the things are repeated and some are brand new. But it's made in such a way that even the things that you tend to recognize, it's never used in the same way. I think these gingerbread buildings are all new. At least I haven't seen it. And then also look brand new. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, so that's another reason for staying very close to the hotel. Uh, this time we stayed at the Aria, which is just a short walk from the Bellagio. And they have these trains that go around. And you see all the flowers they use. It's always kept fresh looking. And one of the reasons why I go there, I want to see how it's maintained. They don't do the maintenance when there is a crowd. So these people that work there to maintain this, they have to do it very early in the morning, maybe even in the middle of the night. I haven't been there like 3 o'clock in the morning, but I usually get there between 5 and 6 to see, because I think about 9-ish, they probably start to wind down. But I'm amazed at the amount of coordination, because this is in Las Vegas and there's not a whole lot of plant growers, so a lot of this stuff comes from California, but you have to secure it in the timely manner. So okay, this is the part that I really like to do. See this uh, group of people working, and you see those poinsettias on the carts. Well, when the display has one or two things that don't look perfect, they just replace the whole section. Well, when we were doing ours, we had no budget. Of course, our show was only like a 3-day weekend. So, but there they will. I noticed that when there's a few wilty ones in the display, they just bring in the forklift with the dumpster, they dump everything out and then put in all new. That means that somebody has to coordinate all this buying and replacement. Uh, so anyway, that's why I love Vegas. I don't have to gamble. I really enjoy the Bellagio Garden. And then as we get to the last chapter or the last frame, this is where they just dump everything. Remember the time we were there and watch all the staging? Well, look at all this stuff. Okay, see you again real soon in another chapter.